Hello everyone, welcome back to IT Samurai Teacher. Today I'm going to show you how to configure the three-wheeler smart car kit for Raspberry Pi from Freenove. You can see my first video. If you didn't check my video, please go and check my first video. I show you how to unbox all the parts and stuff. Now this video I'm going to show you how to configure step by step proper way. Now I already assembled. Now I want to show you something. Now you can see in the picture without the cable looks nice, right? Once you assemble everything, you can see with the cables and stuff, it's not look that the same as the picture. You can see from the front, but from the top, all this cable looks like a messy. But if you can organize properly, that's good. Now I don't have a time to organize all these cables because it takes some time, so I use like this. Now the other thing I want to show you, the cable came with the Freenove box for the Raspberry Pi. It's not going to we cannot connect. I don't know if they send me a wrong cable or something, so I have to use my own cable, which is this one, USB-C, because my Raspberry Pi using USB-C for the power. So I have to use my own cable for that. Now you can see USB camera I unplugged, but all these cables looks messy. So if you can organize, that will be very nice, and you can see the nice picture on this smart car kit. Now this robo kit cost me $60 in Amazon. If you go to the website, Freenove website, you will get the same price. Now I use Raspberry Pi Model B, Raspberry Pi 4 Model B, 1 GB. It cost me $35 in Belarus. I don't think you can purchase a single board from Amazon because it comes with all this kit, so it costs highly. So try to get only the board. The board 1 GB costs $35. But I'm testing with 1 GB, but they recommend 4 GB, but 1 GB is enough. Now this board, Raspberry Pi 4 1 GB board, Belarus, but if you can't find it, you can go for 2 GB or 4 GB. Don't go more than that because you wasting those resources. For this, at least 1 GB is enough. If you can't find it, you go for 2 GB. Or if you can't find 2 GB, go for a 4 GB and use that 4 GB for something else. Don't use for all for this. Now you can see the shield, Freenove shield here. You can see the two buttons. So one before that, I'm going to show you the batteries. This is also extra. We need to purchase separate. I purchased EFS 3000 milliampere 35 ampere 3.7 watt IMR 18650. So this one battery costs $8 or $7 to $8. So you need to purchase both batteries, two batteries. So it's around 16 to 18. So $60. I will round figure this $40 for Raspberry Pi 4 and $16. So altogether it come around 90, close to $100. Okay, so that's how much cost this robot. Now we can see this USB camera, two wheels, two DC motors, and buzzer, and one LED module, and it come with ultrasonic sensor. So my third video I'm going to show you that ultrasonic sensor and how to configure. So this video I'm going to show you how to properly install the operating system to the Raspberry Pi and configure step by step. So Before that, I'm going to turn this on. So once you turn this on, it will give power to the Raspberry Pi. Sometimes we can't see the light, so probably you need to go 2 times again so you can see the lights. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to configure this. I'm going to show you how to configure step by step. So let's jump in. Okay, first of all, I'm going to put the SD card on my computer. After you put the SD card, we need to format. I install SD card formatter software. So choose the SD card and choose the quick formats. I'm going to use a format button. Click yes. You can see just format. After that, I'm going to open the Raspberry Pi imager. If you don't know how to install the Raspberry Pi imager, please check my videos and I show you how to download and install the Raspberry Pi imager. So you need to download from the Raspberry Pi website, okay, and download after install. Now you choose in Raspberry imager you can do the errors card formatter, but I feel I have get some errors, so I don't believe this software to do a format. So I use the SD card formatter, different software to format. But if you want, you can use the erase button. Now I already format the SD card. Now I'm going to choose because I have Raspberry Pi 4 1 GB, so I'm going to use the Raspberry Pi 4. And next, I'm going to choose the OS. Now for the Freenove Smart Car Kit, we're going to use Raspberry Pi OS 32-bit, not the 64-bit, because that they recommend. I don't know, they recommend 64-bit because their instruction says use the 32-bit. So I'm going to use the 32-bit. And I'm going to click that one. I'm going to choose the storage and hit next. Now this is the most important thing. Now if you click the edit, you need to make sure you put a host name that once everything booted up, you can ping and get the IP address. So now I put Freenove car, right? And I'm going to put the username and a password. And after that, I'm going to configure the wireless connection. So make sure you put this SSID password for the wireless. It's a must, because then when you boot from the Raspberry Pi, it will detect the internet and give you IP address so you can ping from your machine. After that, I put the local settings, Los Angeles. That's all I need. If you go to service, enable the SSH because we need the SSH options. Put everything like this. So this is a must. So you can easy to find it. Click save. And I'm going to hit the yes. And all existing data on the master storage going to erase. Yes. Now for this it takes some time. After it's done, we'll be back. Okay, now it's done. What I'm going to just do here is I'm going to take out from the background, get the SD card out. I'm going to plug it into the Raspberry Pi and I'm going to boot it up. Okay, now it's booting. Now I'm going to bring up a command prompt from my Windows machine. I'm going to ping that host name because we put Freenove car. Okay, nice. Now we're able to ping. Now we know the IP address. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do SSH. And we put the username PI4. I'm going to put @ and I'm going to type this IP address 92.168.87.21. Okay, password. We're going to put the password. So do you see how easy when we do a configuration on the Raspberry Pi, the settings, and we put the host name Freenove car, right? And after that we put username and password, and also we put all the SSID and the SSID password. So after we boot it on from the Raspberry Pi with the SSD card, in few minutes from any machine, Mac OS or Windows, I have using Windows, we ping free the host name, Freenove car. So we get IP address. Make sure you connect to the same SSID, same Wi-Fi network to do this. If you're in a different network, this is not going to be happen. It's not going to ping. So you need to have a same location, same Wi-Fi connection. So once you find ping, you're able to SSH to the Raspberry Pi. Just in case if you can't ping or you can't ping this host name, probably what you need to do is you plug your keyboard, mouse and a monitor to your Raspberry Pi 4 and then log in and see what's going on. Probably your Wi-Fi not connected, probably you need to connect the Wi-Fi. After that you type ifconfig. Think that you already connected to the extra monitor and you do ifconfig, and after that you will get your IP address like this. If this don't have IP address, that means you have internet issue, so make sure you connect. So now you can see my Wi-Fi connected Raspberry Pi using this IP address. Okay, next what you need to do here is I'm going to clear this, clear the screen. We need to configure the RDP connection to this Raspberry Pi. So first, always you do sudo apt update. That's the main thing you need to do. You need to update your Raspberry Pi 4. Now it's getting the updates. After that you need to run sudo apt upgrade to run the updates. Now if you're doing the first time, it take a time, maybe 5 or 10 minutes depending on your internet speed, because I already update, so I don't have anything to do. But if you're doing the first time, it download a lot of stuff, so it takes some time. Now, so normally you need to enable the VNC viewer, right? So what you need to do is sudo raspi config sudo config. Okay, now I know it's a black screen, but what we need to do here, we need to find to enable the VNC. So go to the interface options, you can see SSH VNC. So this is the one. I'm going to hit enter. Now you can see no, yes, that's been yes me enable. Click and enter. Now it will say okay. So, okay, I'm going to press escape. Now we enable the VNC viewer. So that's a main thing to if you want to configure the RDP connection to this machine. Now make sure you reboot this before you do anything else, because you need to have reboot to work. Sometimes you don't need reboot, but I suggest that you reboot this Raspberry Pi after enable the VNC viewer. So what we need to do here is we type reboot sudo reboot. Yes. So once you type sudo reboot, this system will going to reboot now. So let's wait for the reboot. Okay, let's ping the machine and see if it's came back online. Yes, I'm able to ping. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a SSH now. Pi4 92.168 87.31. Enter the password. Okay. Now next, what you need to do is you need to install the XRDP. Sudo apt install XRDP. This is the RDP. Yes. RDP client we're going to install to the Raspberry Pi. So I already installed, so that's why I'm getting this. But if you're doing the first time, you will get bunch of information, and after that what you need to do is you need to type sudo. We need to start the sudo systemctl start xrdp. So it's going to start the services of the xrdp, and next we're going to type sudo systemctl enable xrdp. Type wrong. Sudo systemctl enable xrdp. Okay, now it's going to enable the xrdp. Good. So if you want to know the status, just in case if you have issues or if you're curious about what is this status xrdp. So you can see xrdp service running. I don't see any errors. If you see any errors, probably you will see a red sign, so that's when you have some kind of issue. So normally if you see any kind of issues, do a reboot. Okay, now I'm going to go back. So now we are done with installing the xrdp client. Now let's test. I'm going to bring up the RDP connection. So I'm going to bring up the RDP connection, and I'm going to type the IP address 192.168.87.31. So once you hit enter, now you will get like this. So you don't need to change anything, just keep the SORG and type your username on the Raspberry Pi and the password. Now you able to log into the RDP connection. So just in case, you need to enter the password again. Just in case, let me type again. Okay, now just in case if you don't get like black screen, you RDP but you cannot see anything, just everything black. So that's mean sometimes if you connect your monitor, external monitor and keyboard, and if your connection directly connected, and then again you try to RDP, then you will get black screen. So my suggestion is do a reboot and unplug all the cables from that Raspberry Pi, all the monitor cables, and then do a RDP session. Then it will come back like this. The other thing is sometimes you SSH, you have a connection, so maybe you need to exit that SSH connection and RDP, right? So we can see now everything good, but just in case that if you have any issues, if you can't RDP, just plug the monitor, go manually, go to the preferences, go to the Raspberry Pi configuration, and go to the interfaces. Make sure you enable this VNC. SSH VNC should be enabled. I will come back to the I2C. First, for the RDP, this one is mainly connected because you are able to SSH. If you disable, you're not able to SSH. If you want RDP, you must enable this. Okay. Now I'm going to bring up the PDF file, their instructions menu. I'm going to skip this. Let me go see. I'm going to go all the way down because we don't need this. This is some kind of information. Now GPI pins, yes, I'm going to skip that part. And company list. So you can see it says Raspberry Pi model. Okay, so we use the Raspberry Pi model 4, and we're going to so we already did this. We installed the instruction because this instruction says download, but we use the Raspberry Pi image software directly to install the SD card. So you don't need to do this because we already did that part from the Raspberry Pi imager. you can see we didn't use custom, we did directly. So use my way, don't use this. Is like old, I don't know why they didn't update. You can see you can get the IP address from here. Okay, if you don't know how to see the IP address, you also can see the IP address. If you move your mouse cursor, you will see the IP address. Also, you can get the IP address from typing ifconfig. Also, hostname hostname you can get the local IP address. So ifconfig, you will get the IP address. So that's how we take it. And we already enabled the VNC Viva, VNC and XRDP, so we're going to skip that part. We did SSH, so don't do this anything. So we get the install XDP, yes, everything good. We did this part. VNC, we did that. If you want to do the VNC, that part. So I'm trying to remove noisy stuff, right? We don't need that because we're going to do my way, easy way. So we're going to skip smart car shield. It's good to know what is this: DC motors, firmware update, IT supports, service ports. Yes, so this is the two, switch 1, switch 2. One switch, when you click one switch, it will pass the power supply to the Raspberry Pi, and after that when you plug switch this one, it will automatically on everything, all the ports and stuff. So now chapter 1, yes, so this is the part we need to come, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put it in another layer. I'm going to open this. So it says type the following command in the terminal to obtain the code for the smart car and place the code in the use directory PI. Note, here are two commands. Please execute commands in order. Don't transmit code from VNC, it makes us errors. So I'm going to copy this one. Okay, this is step 1. I'm going to put this one back. Let me maximize my window. So now I RDP, but if you can also SSH and do it. I'm going to paste. Okay, so because I already run this command, so that's why I get error. So if you run one time, you will get a says this already exists and it's not empty directory. So you cannot run 2 times. So if you're doing first time, it takes some time, it will install everything. Now the next one, we did this, okay, and we're going to install the Python as a default. So now in here, when I type Python, I'm going to do that. Oops. Okay. Now we need to type cd user bin. We're going to type create new Python links to Python. Oh, my bad. Why I'm typing instructions? My bad. So we typed sudo rm python, and let's delete the old Python link, and I'm going to create a new Python link. So type sudo ln s python 3 python. Okay, now Python So you can see we have Python, because the version we all came with the Python 3.112. So it says, I'm going to show you this again just in case, because if you're using old Raspberry Pi, it's going to be different. So normally, because my Raspberry Pi 4 already come with Python 3. So if you Python 3, you can skip the connection. But just in case, if you Python 2, you need to execute this following commands. So I just tap execute, but because I'm in the Python 3, so it's not going to be issue for me. So if you want to set to Python 2 as default Python other project, just repeat the command. So you just repeat the command. So just in case, remember that if you're running Raspberry Pi 4 Model B or latest connection, you are in the Raspberry Python 3. Unless if you have a Python 2, just switch to Python 3. So I'm going to ignore this part. Now let's go to the step 2. Now what we need to do is we need to enable the IT2 configuration. So I told you that let me go here, Raspberry Pi configuration. In the interface section, you need to enable this I2C. Okay, so you need to make sure you enable this and click OK. So I enable. So I'm going to clear this. So we are done with this step. Okay, now we just type this part and see if we get something here. So says type lsmod grep I2C. Okay, so you can see I get a bunch of information in here. If the I2C model has been started, the following content will be shown. Okay, so seems like my I2C started and everything looks good. So I'm past this test. Next, they type the command to install ITC tools. So I already installed the tools, but anyways, I'm going to install it again and see. I'm going to type sudo apt get install I2C tools. Oops, sorry, I typed wrong. Sudo apt get install I2C tools. You can see ITC tools already to the newest version, so everything looks good. Now I'm going to type I2C detect Y1. Now just I'll let you know that if you're doing for the first time, you will see like this. Once because I already connect my cables and everything, so I see number 18. So this is the correct. But if you're doing first time, this is also correct. So don't worry. So you need to be like blank. You need to see like a blank like this. So if there's IT2 devices connected to your RPI, there will be displaying the IT2 devices address. See? Okay, that's cool. Now let's go to the next step. Okay, so the next one, it says install Python SMBus. Python SMBus is a module for the program Python which contains some classes and methods to operate I2C. Type the following command to install the Python SMBus. So I'm going to put that away and I'm going to type that. Oops. cd. So if you want to type sudo apt get install Python SMBus. Okay, I type wrong. Sudo apt get install Python SM bus. Okay. Okay, so package done. Package is not available but is referred by to another package. This may mean then the package is missing. If you upset, or it's only available from the other source. I believe I already installed, so that's why this is giving me like this. But anyways, if you get like this, don't worry, just keep doing, keep pass to the next level, because sometimes because of the new one you don't need it, but I'm pretty sure I already installed this, that's why I'm getting this kind of error. So unless you don't have any issues, just pass that one. Now that's all for this configuration. Now you need to do the preparation and configure everything as follow this guideline. Now once you connect all the cables, you will see this is the 18, so everything looks good. Now this MPG stream, now I need to do this because I already installed the CMake and everything. Okay, but I'm going to show you anyways. So first you need to install the CMaker. This is already installed, and I'm going to install the MPG streamer. It's already installed. I'm going to install this. It's already installed, and I'm going to use this part now, Freenove streamer. So, and I'm going to run this other one. Yeah, so I used the install the MPG streamer, so this is the part I'm using. Clean all, so it's running, you can see. After that, what it says, connect the camera to any one of the USB port of the RPI, then execute the following command to verify the camera successful. Okay, so I'm going to type the ls dev video this part ls dev video okay, so we can see the video folders. So so we use this command to see, check it out. Oops. Now next one, under the MPG stream direct, execute the following command to open the MPG streamer service. So now I'm going to copy this, paste it here, enter, and next I'm going to run this command. Okay, and I'm going to paste here. Okay, it's the script is running. So what I need to do here next is keep like that, open the web 127 or localhost. So we're going to open a web. You know what, I'm going to open from my Windows machine, because I notice There's an issue when you open a web browser from the RDP connection. It not showing you anything. So even you can use your any kind of computer who access to the same network. So I'm going to type 192.168.87.31 and I'm going to 8090. Okay, now I'm going to say JavaScript. So I have my computer here, so this is me, so you can see me. Camera is working, so it says open web browser RPI access. So even from the Raspberry Pi you can access, or even you can use any computer to connect. So you can see everything. If you go here, it's my computer. Okay, so if you go down, you can access this page through the accessing. Yeah, this is what we did, accessing through my computer, Windows computer. Okay, now let's jump into the step 4. Okay, now it says go to install pyqt5. The project code is based on pyqt5. So operation of the program requires the support of pyqt5. Open the terminal and execute the following. So we're going to execute one by one. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to Control C, it's cleaning up. CD, got the main one. Going to clear my screen. So now I wish I can make it bigger, this one. Let me see. Go to preferences, display. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Preferences. You know what? I believe this is the one. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not getting bigger. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully you can see it. You need to type sudo apt get update. I'm going to follow their instructions in here. Number 4. Okay. Sudo apt get update. Okay, so next one I'm going to type sudo apt get install Python 3 pyqt5. So already installed, so that's why. Next one, sudo apt get install Python 3 pyqt5. I'm going to copy and paste this. I have a so you can see it's all the newest version because I already installed. And now I'm going to run the next one, the sudo pt, and okay, it's all the newest version. Okay, next I'm going to run this one. And try to run the Python main py. Okay, so from here you can turn on your camera, turn on TCP server, so that's also good. So it's running. So we past this one, and make sure you connect all these motors and stuff. Follow this instruction. So this is for testing, so you need to do your own test. Run this test and this test and this test, because I already run this test. It's something that you test all the cables, plug in, and make sure you properly connected. So everything looks good. I'm going to skip this because I already did this. Assemble, and the next part, once you follow all this instruction, and this is the part you need to connect. Excuse me. So okay, now copy this part. Once you assemble everything and test all the codes, you copy this, paste here, and that's you go to the directory and you type this pattern. I'm going to type that. Okay. Now can turn on everything. Okay, I'm going to turn on. So this is very useful because now you turn on this. Okay, so that's all you need to do, because once this all turn on, you don't need to do anything else, because once you need to download the mobile app, and after that you able to access the shield. I'm going to show you my mobile. Okay, now I already installed the app from App Store. You can install to your Android device or iPhone. I have iPhone, so I'm going to open the iPhone. Now my phone's already connected to the same Wi-Fi network as the smart robot car, and I'm going to choose the smart car for Raspberry Pi, this one, first one. Okay, so I get a pop-up, and now you need to put the IP address for the Raspberry Pi and click connect. You can see I'm able to connect my Raspberry Pi. That means if I can keep it close. So now in here, this arrow keys, we can move your camera to left and right and go up a little bit. You can see face here, and you can go down, can go up, and in the left side this is the button. You can move the robot. You can move front, back, left. So it's pretty cool. I mean, you can use everything. Forward. Yep. So I test this one and it was everything good. You can the speaker, you can make a sound, and you can change the light, these colors. You can change the lights. The blue one, the red one going back, yellow one going front, and the green one turn, blue one to turn the left and right. So this blue and green left and right, red is back, yellow is front. So test this out. Pretty cool. I mean, after I connect the phone. It's pretty cool. So what you need to do here is you need to connect your Raspberry Pi, run that script, so it should be running already on this device. Then you need to connect from the app to the smart device. Otherwise, if you're not running that script, it's not going to connect. So that's the server. The script's running a server. That's so the server need to connect. Then we can able to connect the app to the smart robot car. The next video I'm going to show you how to install the ultrasonic center and do testing and do some learning. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.